And welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie, and for today's video I'm bringing you a super easy eye look. It's so easy, it's gonna take you 5 minutes and your fingers are gonna be your best friends. And I thought that is so easy that why not I show you how to spice it up, so you can literally go from the office to have a drink in 5 minutes. So without further ado, if you wanna see how I do it, let's go with the video. So as I said, this makeup look is gonna be so easy. It's gonna take you 5 minutes and you just need one palette. For me, I'm gonna be using this Truly Manly Deeply, but of course you can use any other palette really. All you need is a transition shade and 2 shimmer colors that are gonna match well together. So you really don't need this one. You can use other neutral palettes that you have at home, and of course you can use other colors if you like, but I'm gonna be using this Truly Deeply Madly by ColourPop. It's this super pretty eyeshadow palette. I have to say that for the price it's so good because it's matte colors, it has some shimmers, it has some pressed glitters. So you literally can do anything with this palette. You can do a super easy everyday makeup look, but as well you can do a night look because it has glitter, it has also some deep colors. So for me, I think it was $28, I'm not so sure, but for the price and the quality of the eyeshadows, this is a win-win to me. Okay, so let's stop talking and let's move into the look. And for me, the first step is go with this Matte to Last. It's this color here. This super pretty transition shade. It's a neutral, but it's a bit rosy. Now, if you don't have much brushes on your collection, don't you worry because you're gonna just need 1 or 2 brushes for this look. And for me, the most important brush that you need is a blending brush. For me, I like this kind of blending brushes that are super fluffy and are not that pointy here on top. And this one, I bought a set of I think 12 brushes and they were around 17 euros, so are so affordable. It doesn't need to be good, just make sure that they don't scratch and that's it. And what you want to do with the brush is just dip straight into the eyeshadow. And this is the color that we're gonna bring into the crease, and it's the transition color really. So just close your eye and place it right where your eye close, a little bit above. And you want to go back and forth. Now this is a personal taste, but here on the beginning of the brow I like to bring my transition shade to touch it, but if you don't like it you don't have to do it, it's just a personal preference. As you can see, I didn't apply much color, and that's a trick for the transition shade in my opinion, and is to build slowly. This is the part of the eye that it's gonna take most of the time, but it's also the most important one for the look to look completely neat. So take your time for this step. The other ones, I promise you, are gonna be super fast. Now here on the outer part, I like to flick it a little bit up, so it gives you a bit of more feline look. Next step is gonna be highlight the underbrow, and for that I like to use this color here. This is called Matter of Fact. Is this nudie super light color and doesn't have shimmer. Now for me, when I apply shimmer on my lid, I don't like shimmer anywhere else, but it's really up to you. So for me, I'm gonna just take it with the same brush and I'm just gonna go all over the brow bone. Now, same brush, we're gonna dip the first shade that we used before, but this time we're gonna go under the lower lash line. And you don't wanna go all the way in, you want to start on the outer part till the center. If you want it a bit more defined, all you have to do is pinch your brush and go ahead. So once the base is done, it's time for the fun part. So let's go with this color here. It's called Mist and it's super pretty. It's this reddish but duochrome color. And we're just gonna be bringing it all over the lid. So to make sure that this shimmer eyeshadow is gonna be seen when you open your eyes, just open your eyes and make sure that you apply some of the shimmer above your crease. So my crease is here and I just want to apply it a little bit above. So when I open my eye, I can still see. Now you're gonna take the same brush from the beginning and you're gonna be blending the edges. It is almost done. There's just one step more and mascara to finish this everyday makeup look, and as I said, it's so easy. So last but not least step for this everyday makeup is gonna be dipping into Sweet Dreams. Is this goldy champagne color here, which is also duochrome. You're just gonna grab it with your finger, and what you want to do is just apply it on the center of the eyelid and also above the crease as we did with the other one, just like so. So for mascara, I think this is one of my most used mascaras. I'm gonna be going with this Milk Kush mascara, and make sure you go back and forth, left to the right, so you coat all the lashes perfectly. Now the bottom lashes. Alright, so the eye is complete, so I'm gonna be going off of camera. I'm gonna do the other one and I will be right back. So the other eye is done, and as you have seen, it's so easy. And if you tell me that it took you more than 5 minutes, you are lying, because this cannot get any easier. So easy. And the secret to this look, as you have seen, is just blend. There's no harsh lines, there's just a bit of color, and I think it's super cool for every day. So let's go with the lips. And so for the lips, I'm gonna be going with this duo. This lip gloss, it's called Attitude, and this lip liner is called Rule. Now this is the perfect pair. They are super pretty. I love the quality of House Labs products, but I have to say the packaging, it looks super cheap, but what is inside, it's really worth the money. Let's start with the lip liner, and I like to start with my upper lip because it's the thinner one of my lips, and I like to start here on the corners and start building a bit of lip out, so I pretend that I have a bigger lip. So I go first here on the side, and then I move to the other side. Now it's time to the top part. So once I have the lip liner all over the upper lip, what I like to do is I start painting the corners of my upper lip. And here in the center I like to draw a V. And then 2 more lines, one on each side. But on the corners, and I draw a line in the middle. Now what I like to do is just put my lips together so the lines are not super harsh. So we're up for the last step for this look, and as you can see, it just takes you 5 minutes for all the whole look. It's so easy. So let's go with the lip gloss, and it's super pretty. Now my advice with this lip gloss is don't go all over the edges because it bleeds. So just leave a bit of space for the lip liner to do its job to keep this in. So here it is. This is the super easy everyday makeup. It's already done, and I'm sure it didn't take you more than 10 minutes. It's so easy, and it doesn't require to be a professional. You just need to be patient and blend a little bit and use your fingers. So it cannot get any easier really. So now let's move into the night makeup. So to spice up this makeup, all you need is the products that you already have used and maybe 1 or 2 more. But let's go first with the palette, and we're gonna be grabbing this color here. It's called Pretty Cruel, and it's this deeper purpley shade. For this step, you want to smudge your brush, so you're gonna be dipping into the shade, and what you want to do is bring it on the lower lash line from the outer corner to the center of the eye. Once this step is done, you're gonna grab the same shade and you're gonna create a triangle here on the outer part. So one goes here on the lash line and one on the socket, like a V. So it's time for the fun part of the look, and we're gonna be going with this super deep purple shade. It is matte, but it has some glitter on it. Using the same smudger brush, you want to go on top of the one that you just have done, but make sure that you go closer to the lash line. And now as you can see, there's fallout, so just leave it like that, and then afterwards just go with the clean brush and remove it. Now on top of the outer V that we created before. Take the first brush you used before and just blend the edges. So the trick for this step is just blend, blend, blend. As you see, I have brought it quite high up and here till the center of the eye. But if you want something more subtle, just keep it here on the outer V. For me, I went a little bit overboard because I think I watched too much pose and I want to do a bit more of a dramatic eye, but if you are not feeling comfortable with it, keep here the outer V and it's gonna look super, super pretty and a bit more natural. Now, if you feel that your edges are not blended enough, you can just go with this one and go on top of the purple. You're just gonna diffuse the edge of the purple one. Now, one of the steps that I think is just gonna take this look to a night look, it's to go with your highlighter. This one is from Nabla, it's in the color Ozone, and you want to apply it on the inner corner. Like to bring it up a little bit. A step that I think it's gonna take this look from a okay look to a super extremely cool look. You just go with an eyeliner on the waterline, and I'm gonna be going with this tattoo liner by Maybelline. This is in the color Rich Amethyst and it's this super pretty deep purple. And in my opinion, if you have green eyes or brownish eyes, it's just gonna look so stunning and your eyes are gonna look more vibrant. So let's go with it. And now let's go for the last step of this makeup. It's totally optional. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you feel good like this, just leave it like this. But because I went a little bit overboard with my eyeshadow, I'm just gonna go with some falsies. And for me, when I go out, I like to use clusters. These ones are from Ardell, and I like to use the short and the medium ones. And for me, I like to use clusters when I go out because usually I sweat because I dance like an animal. So basically, if I wear a total full lash, it's just gonna go off. It's just gonna pop. It's gonna pop. So I'm gonna end up with one lash and then the other one no. So with these ones, if one of these falls off, no one is gonna notice it. So that's one of my tricks to go out and still look decent at 3, 4, 5 in the morning when you leave the club. These are a bit difficult to use because they're super small to attach to your lashes. There's others that are more easy to use, like this ones from Kiss that the cluster is a bit wider. I'm gonna go with their Dell ones because I'm used to use them, but I'm gonna do it off of camera because one thing that I'm gonna say is when you apply clusters, you wanna be super close to the mirror, and for that reason I'm gonna do it off of camera and I'll see you when I have them on. I already have applied the eyelashes and as you can see are pretty natural. I've applied medium from the middle of the eye till the outer part and then the short ones from the middle to the inner part. And it's super easy, but again you have to be super close to the mirror because you're gonna be with tweezers one by one, so you don't want the tweezer on your eyeball, and that's why I did it off of camera. Now as you can see, the look is finished. I already have done my skin, so excuse my texture here. I use a new cream and it creates this texture all over my skin that looks like I applied too much blush, but actually just texture. So I'm sorry about that, but I hope even though with all this texture you enjoy these two makeup looks that I brought you today and that I think are super easy. And of course you can give your twist to it, just make it more you if you like. So I hope you enjoy it, I hope you like it, I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye, thanks for watching.